Allow me to save you the embarrassment of phoning the police. I didn't escape from custody. I was released.
There's no way. The trial
ended in a mistrial.
What?
Sorry to disappoint you, Dylan. I know you were eager to take that stand and bury me, but unless the DA charges me again, and it's highly doubtful that she will, I'm a free man.
Well, if you think the Newmans are just gonna let this go...
It's not up to them. In spite of all of their supposed clout, my trial wasn't even in Genoa City. It was up in Madison, where justice prevailed.
Justice?
Oh, absolutely. No judges up there in Victor Newman's
Just cut to the chase. What are you doing back here?
A mistrial? On what grounds?
2 days in, I discovered a juror whose son was a New World member.
Why did that come out during the voir dire?
Because she hid the information because she wanted to get revenge on Ian for luring her son into the cult. I had no choice but to move for a mistrial.
Well, you had a lot of choices, Leslie. One was not representing the slime ball in the first place.
Okay. Yes or no? People accused of a crime in this country are entitled to a competent defense. I will take that disgusted look as a yes. Which brings me to point number 2, Daisy Carter. Remember her? Okay. Maybe this won't be the worst thing in the world for you and Dylan.
What are you talking about? Ian Ward is out walking on the streets.
Okay, and maybe he and Dylan can come to some kind of understanding.
Oh my God.
Something that they wouldn't have been able to do if Ian spent the next 10 years in prison.
Dylan's father is a monster, period. End of discussion. What, Leslie? Is there something you're not telling me?
I'm sure my presence must be upsetting.
You think?
However, you know, your own girlfriend's legal partner is the one who so skillfully obtained my freedom. Now, surely that must demonstrate that there's more than one side to the story.
You manipulated a teenage girl to extort money from a woman you took advantage of years ago. What other side could there be?
I said the words to Nikki that she needed to hear. Taking her money to leave town. Can you not see that that would give her closure? And as for Summer, she came to visit me in jail, and she told me that I'd helped her. And that's the truth. You can ask her yourself.
You can twist this however you want. Why are you here?
I want to make my peace with you.
Anything Anne and I discussed is privileged. Although, as long as we're airing our grievances, I think you could have been a bit more forthcoming.
About what?
Cooking on an internet show, Avery? I mean, as if we don't have enough going on already.
Okay, if that were to happen, I can handle both. I would never let a client suffer, and I'd like to think you know that about me.
What about our reputation? Do we want to be known as top litigators or the lady lawyers who bake cupcakes on the side?
This isn't going to be an issue. And you know what? I'd love to sit and argue with you about this, but I need to go warn Dylan that you just let his worst nightmare out on the streets.
Make peace with you. Not in this lifetime.
Is it so impossible to imagine?
I don't believe for a second that's why you're here. You're after the same thing your ex-wife was. You're trying to make a quick buck.
It disturbed me, Willa coming to your place of business asking for handouts.
Yeah, it says the man who sent her.
It's not my style.
You know, deny it all you want. I know the truth. All except for this supposed secret. Surprised you haven't brought that up yet.
If you don't believe that I have the information you want, then why offer it? You've made it clear that you don't find me trustworthy.
Is everything a mind game with you?
Hey, I have been painstakingly honest with you from the beginning. Oh, I could tell you things that would affect you as well as your dear mother.
Is that some kind of threat? Because if you go after Nikki...
No. Just relax now, son. I wouldn't want to rile you into another post-traumatic episode. You know, the one upside of incarceration is all the time you have to read. And I researched you and your difficulties. Kidnapping a little boy, Connor, was that it?
You better drop that right now.
And when you came in your senses, you must have been terrified. So clearly you have issues. Are you familiar with transference? I mean, perhaps you blame me on some level for abandoning you, even though I didn't know you existed until a few months ago.
One more word.
Well, how about 2? Anger management. I'd be happy to show you some techniques on how to handle that temper of yours.
What the hell is going on?
Oh, good. A calming influence. Our friend here needs one before he does something that he'll surely regret later.
Ian was just leaving.
Great idea.
Fine. I'll go. But if you want to take me up on my offer, I'll be sticking around town indefinitely.
Well, you handled that well.
If you knew how close I came to pulverizing that guy.
But you didn't, and I'm very impressed.
He walked in, I was in shock.
Well, I was in shock too. Leslie came over and told me the whole story.
I doubt it. I don't think we have anything close to the whole story where Ian's concerned. Why would he come back? What's he up to?